Today's family court system just doesn't end a relationship, a marriage, and a life partnership. It fractures something much deeper. It fractures your sense of fairness, your trust in due process, and for far too many, their identity as a father. And when it's over, you're not just alone, you're stripped down. Your frame, the internal structure that once held your world together, quite honestly, for most of us, it has been shattered. But hear this clearly. You are not weak. You are not broken. You were caught in a system that profits from male destruction. And what was destroyed can be rebuilt. You thought this would be a negotiation. It wasn't. It was an extraction of your money, of your access, of your credibility, and of your fatherhood. Even if you were calm and always reasonable, even if you loved your children deeply and always took care of them, the default assumption was that you were disposable, dangerous, or already guilty. That assumption was embedded in every ruling. You walk out of that courtroom feeling like a ghost, not only to the system, but sometimes to your own children. And here's the cruelest part. No one, I mean no one, wants to hear your side. Friends who haven't been through it don't understand. Professionals typically default to her narrative. And unfortunately, there are many simps and male feminists who quietly assume you must have done something wrong. So you go quiet. You internalize the shame. You begin to doubt your own memory. And that silence, that's how the system wins. But you're still here, which means it didn't win. Men who survive family court and remain still standing are some of the strongest men alive. You hear the word frame everywhere, but what is it? Frame isn't bravado, it isn't dominance, and it isn't pretending nothing hurt. Frame is internal structure. It's especially powerful when you hold your identity when everything external has been taken. Before court, your frame may have been built on being a provider, being a partner, being a present father. After court, you're forced to go deeper. Frame becomes integrity under pressure, truth without witness, self-respect without validation. Frame is how you walk when the world stripped you bare and you didn't collapse. Rebuilding it isn't motivational, it's practical. And it happens one deliberate step at a time. Now, there are 4 foundations of frame rebuilding. Let's look at them. The first foundation is mental clarity. You must tell the truth about what happened. Not their narrative, not the shaming version, the truth. You were pulled into a system that rewards accusation and punishes masculine presence. Name it, privately if you must, but clearly, because clarity is the first beam of your new frame. Second, the second foundation is emotional stabilization. You'll feel rage, you'll feel grief, shock, despair, confusion, and more. And that is not weakness. They are your normal human responses. Honor it. Honor them, because it's proof of your depth. Then evaluate. That is detox. Find other men who've walked this road. Trauma-informed support. Not online, not in court, not in front of your children. This pain is not pathology. It is initiation. The third foundation is physical restoration. Court stress destroys the body. It damages us. Sleep collapses during that time, muscle fades, the nervous system stays locked in threat. So help your body. Move again. Eat for strength. Rest deliberately. Frame lives in the body, and you cannot rebuild your mind without restoring your nervous system. 4. The fourth foundation, spiritual centering. Now, this is not religion. Let's be clear on that. It's meaning. Ask, what is this suffering forging? Who am I becoming because of it? You ask, what values survived when everything else fell away? Frame is spiritual because it requires faith that your life still matters, even when the world calls you invisible. There's going to be setbacks. She may come after you again. Your children may repeat her words. Support may disappear. You will doubt yourself. Hold. Frame does not mean never shaking. It means not collapsing when you do shake. Speak less, but mean more. Document everything. Don't argue with lies. Stand in truth. Ground yourself daily. Breathe. Movement. Nature. Find men who've survived this and walk beside them. Do not chase approval to feel human again. That is the final trap. And when you refuse it, you are free. You thought the courtroom was the end. Well, trust me, it wasn't. It was a threshold. The old frame is gone. It's good that it's gone. Why? Well, because it was never designed for the man you are now. What you build next will be different, cleaner, stronger, yours. This time it will be built on clarity, reinforced with truth, aligned with values no one can take. This time, building your frame, you don't need to perform. You don't need to plead. You don't need to break to be heard. You simply live like your life matters, because it does. Still standing, still solid, and still here.